conference. I'm gonna be honest with you, we're pretty exhausted after those 2 days. We had, as a reminder, we had our own expo table at TechCrunch. To those of you who don't know what TechCrunch is, I will say it one more time, and then I will say, what news and insights and people that we had on the conference while we were there. So TechCrunch is a very, very famous conference among startups and businesses, especially in Silicon Valley. Here, it's always going on here. People from all over the world are coming to this conference to see some new inventions, some new businesses that are starting to rise, and also some businesses that are already became unicorns and became developed and worldwide. So the building itself was divided in two parts. One part of the building was a stage with a lot of seats where people were, some companies were pitching to investors. Some investors and already developed companies were just on the stage talking about themselves, talking about market, and what their predictions are and stuff like that. It was pretty interesting to listen. I did not listen um, to those people and companies a lot just because we had our own table and I had to, stand there all the time because people were coming to us asking questions. And most of the companies that were on this conference were not about crypto. They were about everything. Most of the companies were about auto. So cars, electric cars, bikes. There was a pretty interesting startup so they brought in a car inside the building with many sensors on top of the car and the sides of the car, and I didn't know what it was. If you guys want, I can show you pictures and videos of those cars. So what they're doing is they are building a car that will be driving without a driver, and I already see many of those cars here in San Francisco and Bay Area suburbs that are driving, but they were driving with drivers. There was physically a person on the driver's seat driving, and I came up to them too, and because I was, walking around the building too and talking to other startups and other experts that were. And I asked them what they do, and they said that they're building a car with autopilot that will be driving without a driver at all. And right now, what they're doing is they are driving around the cities and testing, um, screening the streets and stuff, so that in 2 years they will be able to, send this car out, and so it drives by itself, and they will be using it in different purposes. Some cars will be delivering something, some cars will be working as taxi cabs, and stuff like that. So that was pretty interesting. That caught my attention. We were the only company that was a platform and it was related to crypto, which is great because a lot of people would come up to us and start asking questions. What do you guys do? What is this? And we, as I've said on our admin meeting yesterday, meeting with admins, that we are presenting ourselves as not only a great crypto project with very interesting tokenomics and stuff, but also as a gig marketplace where startups can order, simple tasks that don't require professional skills, and our community can perform those tasks. And as an example, I was saying, let's say if they need a feedback, just one of 1,000 examples. If let's say a new startup built a website and they need a feedback on what design of the website fits market most, and they have pictures of two websites with two different designs, and our community has to pick one. So they can get feedback from users, and they will know which one people like more. So that will help their startup, to build their startup and develop and we can perform those tests, and our users will earn grants for that. So a lot of people were interested. I've had a couple of people come up and asking if we are hiring, but they were not the very best fit to us. So I said yes, but they were not the best fit for us. And also, like I said, I was coming up to other ones and offering our services, or they would ask to perform something for them. So very productive. And also one very, very interesting conversation and meeting that we had is another expo table that was very close to us. This guy is building electric car, and he already built one. Very, very interesting person. He's traveling the world. He's Indian, but he grew up in France. And he also works as a professor in different universities in Europe and Africa, and has many connections with Africa. So he's passionate about Africa, and he's always traveling there. He is helping in different ways, some parts of the continent. And we've had a very pretty long and pretty successful conversation about us as well, because we have a lot of users from all over the world, and we also have users from Africa. And he was kind of he not only liked the idea, he started thinking outside the box, I would say, and how can he be helpful to our growth process. And he said that it's a great thing that what we're doing in order to help, developing markets and countries to not rely on works that the government provides only, but also be able to earn money by just having phone and internet. And I think we would be a good fit with him. And I think this is not the last meeting that we're going to have with Ram. His name is Ram. I am going to try. Well, first of all, he already said that we can do a live stream with him as well in English, and most likely we're going to do it. I will let everybody know when that is happening, and I'm not gonna say any like plans or predictions right now, because I always like to announce something once that is 100% agreed and it's 100% happening. But I think there will be some good things going on with him, and possibly we'll need to travel. And But I already said more than I had to. So I will let our community know once we have more of a exact plan on what we're doing next, and how exactly that will benefit Grand Time. So in general, like I said, both days went very, very successful. I've had many connections. I've had many insights. We are working on kind of changing a little bit our presentation for venture capitals, and everything that we're doing helps us to get to the next step about in developing Grand Time. This is all I will say about news as of today, and I am ready for the questions if we have them. So, Olga, if we have a couple of questions, I am ready to answer. Let's go ahead.
Yeah, we have some questions. And as usual, the first question is from Nikolai Borisov. Rafael, could
Great.
you tell us about your impressions after such a wonderful broadcast with Anne? Will Anne be a guest in your next live broadcast?
Uh, well, I had I first of all, I love Anne. She's one of my favorites here. She's the kind of person that always pushes me and the team and teaches us how to network, how to some marketing ideas as well. And she always And by the way, we're going to have a call with her today at 12 San Francisco time, between us three, me, Max, Arthur, and her. We're going to go over, our TechCrunch, our follow-ups. She went to the conference. We're gonna build a strategy on follow-up with people that she met, that we've met, and I'm sure that we're going to get something out of that. So, uh, uh, live stream wise, if you guys liked it, if you want to see Anne more, I will definitely invite her. She will definitely say yes. She is very passionate about Grand Time, and imagine, we told her about the conference in Miami. A day or two, I think 2 days before the actual conference, and she has a family, she has kids, she has work that she's doing, from the place where she lives, and it was a 4 or 5 hour drive for her to, to go to Miami for that conference to represent Grand Time, and we, sent message to our group asking whether she would be interested or she could. The answer was yes right away, and this is why I love her. She does not think or complain, or start asking thousands of questions. She is doing it right away, whatever it needs to, push the project further, and help how she can. And like I said, if you guys want, I will definitely have her here on live streams more often. Hopefully I was able to cover this question.
Thank you. Thank you, Rafael. And the next one is from our crypto professor. Rafael, what is the next move for the marketing campaign?
Depending on uh, what exactly do you mean by the move? Marketing is something that's going on all the time, constantly. Our conference is a marketing as well. The reason why we went there is because we have our stand there. We have a lot of people from all over the world be there, and see us and visit our websites and stuff, talking about paid marketing. Well, this was paid too because we had to buy that expo table. But if we are talking about token sale marketing that we're doing. We're currently working on resuming the payment option for coin payments, because as you guys saw, we our coin payments method was paused right now, because, well, I already said what the reason was, and most of our transfers of on purchasing Grand was through coin payments. About, I would say, about 70% of the purchases that we had were through coin payments. Right now, we're working on um, um, uh, adding another channel that will be able to let users purchase grants with other crypto. So because of that, we're currently working on that and finding the company that we would be able to work with on doing that. And this is why we paused the paid marketing, because we will have, we're having traffic of people coming in to registering on the website and going to the Launchpad page, but a lot of them are wanting to buy with some crypto that they already have in their portfolio. Also, we are currently doing our audit for the project, professional one, and this is something that you guys were asking me many times once we had our first audit. So right now we're doing another one. It's going good. We already got feedback from them, and what they need in order to approve us. Nothing major, nothing needs to be redone, which is thank you to our programmers that everything that they were doing for a long time is looking good. Right now when we're doing audit, we don't have to um, rewrite anything, change our token, rewrite our smart contract, or anything like that. Everything looks good, and the reason why is because we took time before, and we actually worked on everything thoroughly, and everything looks professional and good. So a couple of things, we just need to add a couple of comments and different codes on the uh, inside there, and we're gonna get our professional audit that is pretty that is pretty known in crypto world. So once it's done, I will also let our community know about that. And let's do one more question, please.
Uh, okay, and the last one is from Case and Jace. Rafael, I really understand how hard you guys have been working. The investors you have found, are they company or individual?
Most of the investors that we've been talking about are companies, they're venture capitals, and they have a very interesting structure that I'm still learning. You know, always get feedback, always get question, always ask question on our calls of how their investment process is going. And it's not that just one person is listening to the presentation, gets the numbers, and then uh, they're not. So how it works is that they have many partners, and inside the venture capital, analytics, and different teams of people that are working on different parts of the project in order to get it approved or not. And the process of venture capital investment usually, in a good case, it takes about 2 3 months. Once after the first conversation with the first person that we're presenting to, so that's one thing. And also a lot right now, like I've already said on the live streams, we are probably going to be opening our first venture round in the middle or end of this summer. And right now we're meeting investors. A lot of them are asking, when did we start raising? How much are we raising? And many questions that are usually investors ask. And we say that right now, we're going to be opening our first venture round, this summer. But right now we're trying to meet companies and venture capitalists that we think we will feel comfortable working with, and we are asking them questions as well, and obviously answering their questions and getting to know them. So it's very important. I was covering this topic before. It's very important not only to find venture capital that will want to invest in you, but also you as a project has to understand and be sure that this is the right fit for your project, because a lot of funds and capitals, they want to enter with a certain amount of money, and they want to exit with certain access in a short period of time. And I always say that we are not the kind of a platform and community that is working, doing short term working, looking for short term deals. I've always mentioned and say that we are on market and working on our project for almost 4 years now, and we are investing out of our pockets all this time. We did not ask anybody for money. We did not. Raise any money, not angel investments, not venture capital, and just I don't know if everybody knows, but we are working really, really hard. We were working really, really hard on in another company that me and Max have founded in 2017, and this company was basically feeding Grand Time, developing Grand Time, and I'm very, very happy that this is the way it everything has happened. Because if I didn't work on the company that was in Chicago, we would probably, the whole process would probably move a lot slower than it does now, because we would have to, go and ask for money to other funds and stuff, and they usually want to see traction in order to give you money. So that would be a very, very big stop to us. And thanks to that company and our community that's working so hard and building so many channels and inside our grand time chats and stuff, that we're able to grow, and we're good finance wise, and we're working hard, and all of those venture capitals and angel investors and different startups, they see that and they like that. So this is kind of like how the process is going with ventures right now, just so you guys, our community, has the idea on that. Ask me more questions, on other live streams. If this is an interesting topic for everybody to listen to hear, ask me those questions. I'm diving in this process of investment process in the valley, and all this is new to me as well, because like I said, I never asked or was in direct contact with venture capitals a lot before we came here. So it is new for me, just like it is new for you guys. And I'm more than happy to share everything that I learn to our community. So I think this will be it today. We will be wrapping up our live stream. I want to thank everybody for questions, interesting questions today. Hopefully, we're going to have more and more people coming into live streams, and I will be back live on Sunday at 6 p.m. London time. As always, I will, try to make an interesting live stream with a guest next week. I can't promise yet, but I will do my best on that. So thank you, Olga, for translating, and Lena, and I will be back on Sunday at 6 p.m. London, and with some more news and answers to the questions. Thank you.
Thank you for your answers. See you on Sunday.